Over the last 12 months, I've reached 35 million views creating short-form comedy content, just chasing the algorithm with no real plan. Did that give me this huge loyal following? Not exactly. Aspiring content creators, I'm talking to you. 12 months ago, I started a bit of a social media project, if you will, where I was just uploading comedy short form reels on TikTok and Instagram. And I went in there with no real plan or ambition to do anything apart from just do what I loved doing and just making funny content, making people laugh. And I was hoping to just gain a bit of a following from that so I could just work with some brands, start to get some money coming in. And whilst that happened, the following that I gained hasn't been really what you're expecting. I want to talk about just aiming to go viral with your content and why that's not a good idea. Whilst viral content can do really well at reaching a huge audience, it doesn't always convert into a loyal long-term following. Short-term attention versus long-term connection. It's easy to grab people's attention by creating content like what I do, right? Super general, funny content appeals to a really large audience. And whilst that can get a lot of views, it's not going to really convert into high quality, loyal audience following for you. One thing that I have learned now is that the algorithm favors trends, not loyalty. A big reason why my videos have done really well and gotten millions of views is because it's easy for the algorithm to just eat that up and send that to many people. And it's shareable content. You know, it's stuff that you'd send a mate and sort of have a laugh over. But at the end of that view, you're not going to convert and then want to follow that person immediately. Because what I'm creating is nothing really special or unique to me. Like anyone can make funny videos, or anyone can go viral off doing something that's trending at that time. People aren't going to want to follow you if you're not sharing something unique or giving them value. Yes, getting a laugh is valuable, but they can get a laugh from so many different mediums now. Having a little walk around, it's a beautiful afternoon. It's pretty hot, but you know, we move on. Despite me getting millions of views on my content last year, I still failed to convert a lot of those people into a following. But I'm at this point now where I'm struggling with, for me to build my personal brand, I need to do things that people are going to connect with. And that's also why I've started this YouTube channel, because I want to help creatives who are looking to get into this space and save them time and let them know not to do certain things that I've now learned. If I knew that's how it was going to be going into it when I first started last year, I probably would have changed my approach a bit. I assume the fact that you've clicked on this video today is you want to be able to start creating content. And I think just really think about what sort of content you want to create and really try and have a niche. It doesn't have to be super niche, but don't go into it thinking I'm just going to purely create short form content that appeals to absolutely everyone. Because yes, you could go viral, get lots of views, similar like I have. But for me, 12 months down the line, I'm at this point where I haven't gotten a huge following. I've gained 10,000 followers combined across my channels, right? Which is still great. But there's creators out there who are doing pretty niche sort of content that can get, up to 100,000 in a year. And whilst it's not always about the following, like there can be people with 500,000 followers and they're not really making much money because they're not selling products or things that are giving value to their audience. But for me, 35 million views and I've only converted 10,000 of them to want to follow me, that's pretty crazy. I guess what I'm struggling with now is should I be changing up my content a little bit, or even just starting to introduce a few things in addition to the content that I'm doing now so people can get to know me a bit more and relate to me or find some sort of value? Should I be helping them with how to create content, making videos about that? I feel like I've got a lot to give, and I do have a lot of people coming to me asking questions about that, like how should I start, what equipment should I buy, how should I get into it? So I feel like I could help in that area for sure. But I would love to know from you guys whether you have lots of experience in social media or not. If you can, I'd love if you can have a look at my Instagram and TikTok, Trentos_freshmaker, and just take a look and let me know what you think I should be doing to gain a bit more of a loyal audience. What would make you want to actually follow me? Apart from just, I want to get funny videos from you. As much as I've created this channel to want to help aspiring content creators out there who are looking at getting into the game, you'll see pretty quickly I make just trending, funny content, easily goes viral, but I'm at the point where it hasn't really helped me that much. And should I start introducing different types of content, stuff to get to know me? Maybe I can share some value on how I film content or what I've found. Would that be content people want to see? Would aspiring content creators want to follow me for more from that point? I don't know. I guess I just feel a bit lost at the moment with my content, and I want to be able to admit that to you guys. I think that's important. Not everything's sunshine and rainbows all the time. And whilst I love creating funny content and making people laugh and people to engage with me, and I have really enjoyed it, I want to be able to mix it up and I just need to know what sort of content I should be doing. I've heard that creating a few different pieces of content and different buckets. One of my buckets would be the trending and the funny, the reels and the content that can be highly shareable. But I think if I could mix that in with some stuff that maybe I'm a photographer and a videographer and a video editor for my jobs, right? Content about that, because that's personal branding. What I'm doing right now is not personal branding, and I know that personal branding is the stuff that makes people want to follow because they get to feel like they know you as a person. And right now, looking at my content, like, you don't know who I am from watching funny videos, right? So it wouldn't worry me if I got 10,000 views in a year, but I grew a really loyal audience that wanted to interact with my stuff. I guess my closing message for this video would be focus on providing value to people that isn't just chasing the algorithm and achieving virality through comedy videos and whatnot. If that's your thing and you want to purely be a comedy content creator, then go for it. That's not really my sole purpose. I want to be able to provide value in other ways than that because I feel like I've got just so much more to give in terms of content creation and videography and photography, because they're my passions and that's what I've done like most of my life. So anyway, I really appreciate you guys following along. Just picking up the camera now because there's some dogs that are on the loose. You guys see those? Thanks for listening. I want to do more YouTube videos. I want to know what you guys want to hear from me as someone who's been making content for 12 months. If you have any questions, let me know for sure. I just got this DJI OSMO, as you can see. It's pretty sick for like outdoor, on the go kind of stuff rather than just filming in the study. So I'm going to make a video on that if you're thinking about getting one. I want to use it for a few more weeks first just to fully give you a proper review. But yeah, I'm really liking it so far. Definitely get one of these ND filters because it helps with the light and keeping the proper exposure when you're outdoors. Go look at all the doggos. My God, I've just said how good this camera is and I can't even use it. Anyway, thanks for listening. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you want to hear more of. If you have any questions. Thanks guys.